I got you present, cool. You want to come to Canada so bad? Well, my dudes, let's go through more of y'all's emails. Oh, there's a lot. Wait, what? What is this? Original Rainbow Rocket episode plot for Sun and Moon? Why? Why are the leaks back? I missed this crap. Hey, T-Tar, I think you will like this. The original plot of Rainbow Rocket. Hold on a sec. In hindsight, Rainbow Rocket almost doesn't feel real, but there was some cool stuff in it. Like Getsis meeting Chorus, pushing over Lily. I think that's kind of the only one. And then it was cool to see Giovanni with Mewtwo. What's in this? Oh, there's a lot. Okay, we're not going through your emails. I guess this counts. I thought this was the land of the free. Clearly, I'm back in prison. Like, holy frick, I miss this, but I spent years reading Typhlosion leaks. Okay, who's ready for this? The Rainbow Rocket story was originally planned for Sun and Moon, conceptualized as far back as July 2nd, 2015 during the gap year. There's some key differences compared to the final release. Okay, honestly, I'm sure there's a lot of stuff they wanted to do in Sun and Moon, not push it to Ultra Sun and Moon, like all the Ultra worlds. Think how empty it is to encounter all the Ultra Beasts in the wild freaking grass. You think they planned that? That's what's called, oh, we designed the Ultra Beasts, but we don't have any time left. What should we do, Masuda? Put on the grass? Adjacent to the Alola region is a space called the Ultra Hole, and as a consequence of the Aether Foundation's actions, Ultra Space begins to become unstable and mixes with other worlds. This is interesting. You know I hate the Ultra freaking craps. The whole Pokemon world made sense until the parallel worlds flooded everything. Maybe it makes more sense in their notes. Maybe there aren't a bunch of mirror dimensions. Maybe there's only one real timeline and the rest are like After Effects. Hey, I fixed it. You could use that one, Masuda. Okay, so because of what Aether Foundation does, Ultra Space becomes unstable and mixes with mirror worlds. Giovanni and other villain leaders from other regions in these parallel worlds come together to Alola. After becoming champion, news of a new battle facility called a battle tree makes its way across the region. The bosses of this new facility are red and blue, and they challenge the main character and Hau to a battle to celebrate. Okay, remember, this is their original draft for how they wanted this to go, almost a year and a half before its release. So after the battle tree stuff, Professor Kukui announces the Alola Gym project. Wow, we know where this is going, where the main character must now form gyms around Alola and recruit trainers to be gym leaders. The first gym leader of Melee Melee is the champion? Come on, bro. All my hard work in figuring the candidates, and it's freaking me? What kind of crap is that? That's actually not bad for a future Pokemon game. Imagine the first gym leader you met was also the champion. He was just training the new gen, or she. I have Alder pictured in my head for some reason. Alright, the first gym leader is the champion, the player. Team Rainbow Rocket grunts begin causing trouble around the region, pissing off Guzma and Team Skull. Lucamine is still suffering from the after effects of fusing with Nihilego when Aether technology is stolen. Lily and Gladion alert the player about this mishap. The duo are considering taking Lucamine to Bill in the Kanto region. Okay, they were both planned to go to Kanto. On Ula Ula, the third island, wow! Yo, they were gonna be spread across Alola, all 4 islands. On Ula Ula, Maxie and Archie are having an agreement on which is better, the land or sea. Depending on which version you have, you can team up with either of the 2 leaders in a double battle against the opposite leader. And how? Why is Hau on their side? That's amazing. Maybe it looks like a friendly squabble. So Hau's like, hey, let's take opposing sides and help them. See who wins. A friendly match. Wow, this is an Archie and Maxie who don't even know each other. They both have the legendaries. Okay, then at the observatory, this is Hokulani, so the 3rd island still. The main character has a battle with Chorus to test their capabilities. Afterwards, Chorus summons... Dude. This is not right. Chorus summons an alternate Cyrus who battles the main character after meeting the Rotom in the Pokedex. This is insane. Why Chorus look kinda evil here? This is why Chorus exists for no reason in the battle tree. It's cause they already designed his model and everything they needed to set him up to battle you here. Then they scrapped it, just threw him for no reason in the battle tree. Same with Cynthia, Grimsley, and an unaging Wally. Wait a sec. Cynthia's 48. The frick? She older than Lucamine. You never thought that. You never realized that, did you? Cynthia's 6 years older than Lucamine. She old. I knew it. Clearly, they effed her up and they effed Wally up. That's not what they're supposed to look like. How did Red and Blue age then, huh? They could have fixed it by just making it so Cynthia and Wally are also from mirror timelines. But no, you don't listen, Masada, do you? This is blowing my mind. So, Chorus summons an alternate Cyrus. Then, in a confrontation with Faba, I guess this is on Aether, Cena and Dexio will get involved and will eventually cross over with the planned Zygarde event in the game. Okay, let me explain something. I see what's going on. This is the 20th anniversary of Pokemon. This is why they made Red grow up. This is why they had all this plan. They wanted to make it the Avengers of all the gens meeting in some form in this game. This completely makes sense. What else do you do for your big anniversary? Just another Pokemon game? That's what Alola just turned out to be. This is what it was supposed to be. And listen, we still got the 30th anniversary in 2 years. They can finally do their Avengers crap if they really feeling it. But we'll talk about that later. So on Aether, there's some kind of Zygarde event that happens. Then meanwhile, Team Skull Grunts and Team Rainbow Rocket Grunts break out into a large conflict. Getsis tries to recruit Chorus, but he rejects it and gives the main character an item. This item is connected to a story in black and white. I'm assuming this is the Kyurem items. This is getting all over the place. But you are supposed to have a giant mop and be traveling around all 4 islands cleaning up a mess. Not just a castle in Aether. Okay, meanwhile, the Rainbow Rocket bosses begin to attack the gyms the main character set up. Yo, I'm gonna freaking cry. You useless, Masuda. Giovanni defeats... What? What the frick? They did it? They did a force lose? It's all I've only ever wanted. I just wanted a forced lose in a Pokemon game. It's here. I want to run into like that champion early in a game and they just beat you. Or you're forced to lose to the first gym leader and then you do some crap, come back. The frick? What kind of respect to Giovanni is that? He beats you and takes your champion title. I don't know if I'm screaming a lot. It's freaking 4 a.m. It's okay, neighbors. It's not the land of the free. Unbelievable. This is insane. So listen. Archie, Maxie. Why the frick did Chorus summon a Cyrus? Let's just kind of ignore that point. Maybe Cyrus is one you just fight early and send back, but the rest are the ones running around. So that's Archie, Maxie, Getsis, Lysander, and then maybe Faba. So these 5 would be attacked. No, we need 8. What I want to read here, this is unbelievable. I want all 8 gyms to be taken over by an evil team leader. You have to go and liberate all of them, then go to the Pokemon League and fight Giovanni on the throne. I'm gonna freaking explode. Okay, the Rainbow Rocket bosses begin to attack the gyms the main character set up. Giovanni defeats you in a scripted battle, becomes the new Alola champion. This motivates the other villain leaders. The main character's mother motivates you to protect Alola. Well, how helpful is that? Wait, We come from Kanto. I guess this is a match in the making. Professor Kukui gives the main character a special TM to power them up, and it's tied to special Z move lore. The main character and Hao go to Ultra Space to take on Rainbow Rocket. Red and Blue join the fight as well. Boys, this itself is its own Pokemon game. Like, holy frick. What do we get? What did we get instead? We got Zerkatrees and Nihilegos in the grass. I didn't hate the original Rainbow Rocket we got. This is insane. So their ultimate hideout is in the freaking Limbo Ultra Space. Anyhow, Red and Blue joined the fight as well. Giovanni battles the main character and Hao. Whoa. Is it a 2-on-1? Alright, Giovanni battles with you and Hao, loses and escapes. The Aether tech that opened a hole in Ultra Space goes out of control and creates a rift. The rift sucks up some of the villain leaders and sends them back to their worlds. Okay, fine. The real Giovanni... The real Wait! The Giovanni from our world! Stop screaming, bro! This is insane. Holy frick, I've been so calm in my videos. The real Giovanni. No one knows where he's been. Where is this man? He's been missing ever since freaking 20 years ago when Red and Blue beat him. They cried out for him in the Johto games. Giovanni never appeared, and the Black and White tournament don't count. Giovanni's a freaking criminal. He can't just show up to the tournament. This is the first time he's appeared. Well, y'all let me know, does the Black and White tournament count? The real Giovanni explains that the Rainbow Rocket Giovanni, what the frick? You know what? I don't even hate this. Was actually a normal rocket grunt that just greatly admired him. Like the Johto game showed, everyone loved Giovanni, wanted him back. And after falling into Ultra Space, masqueraded as a fake Giovanni, which is so in line with Pokemon. You know when Pokemon characters, they do the little spin and they transform kind of like Looker did? When they have a disguise, that's what they do. It's almost like they wanted to throw in that classic animation here, even though it's a 3D game. What the frick? So Giovanni's a good boy now. Maybe he did show up to the tournament. The group returns back to Alola. Red and Blue ask Giovanni what the former Sorry, I'm just freaking taking this in. Like, they're just talking. What the frick are Red and Blue even doing in Alola? In the version we got. That's a 20th anniversary, bro. That... down to it not even being Giovanni is freaking perfect. So I'm assuming, actually, the Giovanni you fight maybe doesn't have Mewtwo. Or you can spin it any way you want. Maybe he admired Giovanni so much, he freaking Master Balled it. You know? It's not impossible. Aside from Tropics, nothing breaks out of a Master Ball. I think Mewtwo can still. Okay, the group returns back to Alola. Red and Blue ask Giovanni what the former gym leader's goal is. And he says, oh my freaking God. You're insane. You're absolutely out of your mind. You even allude to Silver? Yo, that is a 20th anniversary. You know when they're developing this game. Down to the fact that there aren't even gyms. Everything was to make it this giant party of a game. Giovanni says he wants to be a trainer his son can be proud of. Goodness. Give me a quick sec. Here's the Giovanni event in HeartGold and SoulSilver. Take a look at this. This is the last time we actually see him. Actually, what I was saying right now, if you exclude the Black and White tournament, while everyone is crying in the Johto games 3 years later and asking for Giovanni to come back, they show where he is in HeartGold and SoulSilver. But forget that, they also show a flashback of him and his son. This is their last interaction, really. You told me you were the #1 in the world. Are you gonna quit? What are you going to do now?
One must acknowledge one's defeat before he could move on. I will go solo for now, so that one day I will form a stronger organization. What aspect of you was number one? Gathering someone only to be defeated by a mere child. Putting together the potential of many is how you produce a huge power. That's what an organization is. That's the strength of an organization. I failed to make the best use of my subordinates' potential, but you shall witness one day the revival of me and my Team Rocket. I don't understand you. You don't make any sense. I don't even remember this. One day you will understand. So Giovanni walks off like that, but in reality he has a change of heart and never forms that organization. Right? He never does. Instead, he walks the path that would make his son proud here, which is making himself strong. I don't even remember any of this dialogue right here. That's so different than what I thought. It wasn't no daddy issues crap. That's what I remembered. Like, you were never there for me. But what he's really hurt by is that Giovanni lost. Unbelievable. But I get it. Later on, you time travel to where Giovanni is listening on the radio and you beat him up again. And this is what makes him, I will not repeat the failure of 3 years ago. Let's skip over. This is what's gonna make him have the change of heart. Let's see this. Rocket Buster, what in the world are you? I'm a time traveler, boy. How is this possible? The past 3 years have been a waste? How could a kid like you manage to destroy my dreams once again? And I would say in the Rainbow Rocket, but that wasn't even him. The one we didn't get. The precious dream of Team Rocket has become little more than an illusion. That's all? That's all you say? And then, hey, where's Giovanni gone? I wonder if he is listening to our Okay, so you hear a splash, right? I'm not wearing my headphones, so I didn't hear it. The implication people got back then was, you know, this sucker was overwhelmed. But it's a Pokemon game, so of course that's not the deal. It makes more sense to me he just summoned a Pokemon, surfed away, right? This completely sequels that. So we break his dream again, and then he realizes, F all this. I spent 3 years away from my son to rebuild this only to lose again. I'm gonna become a trainer my son can be proud of. Oh my god. Okay. The story ends with Lily and Lucimi going to Kanto, with Gladion taking over as the head of Aether. In a post-credit scene, we are at Alolan Oak's house with the picture of Red and Blue when they first started their journeys. Do you know why it's there? To freaking rip our hearts out at the nostalgia of 20 years passing. And then there's a second picture with Red, Blue, the main character, and How in a commemorative photo. Oh my god. We and How were meant to be the freaking second coming of Red and Blue. That's even why they made us the first champion. We're not just this repeat faceless protagonist that you can customize. Shows up in Alola, shows up in Galar, and then Paldea. Specifically, at least the Alolan one was supposed to be taking the baton from Red and Blue as their second coming, as the kind of character that, let's say in Galar, you go up to a mountain and you see the Alola main character looking off in the distance, and you would talk to it, the same red-like battle would happen. That's the whole freaking point here. A second picture with all four of them. And what is the Rainbow Rocket we got? All right, that's enough emos for today, man. My heart has been ripped out. This was true at one point. Where were y'all on July 2nd, 2015? Because on that date, this was real in Pokemon. And for probably several months after that. They even took a break year in 2015 to ensure they could do this giant party of a game correctly. And what happened at the end? But it was still scrapped. Unbelievable. Pretty much Pokemon Z was scrapped so they could work on this game. That's the point of the blank year and everything. If you look at it, he kind of looked like a fraud right here. But obviously this is the real one. I mean, I don't know if that's the real one. The point would be, until you take off his disguise, he would look like Giovanni. Even the recreation of red and blue going up against Giovanni, even if it was a fake one, how freaking nostalgic to see that with grown-up versions of them. Well, if I missed any more leaks, you can email me, but for the sake of my heart, maybe don't.